I want a sex robot that is also a mum. Let's go all in.
There's a Netflix show like that, I'm sure.
I want the Apple product that solves all these.
Okay. Here's the thing that annoyed me this week. So, did you guys see the new Apple headphones?
Yeah.
Yes. Which are the dumbest fucking looking things I've ever seen.
$549.
So, okay, I'm known to buy gadgets and shit. Like, I was just told this weekend by a buddy of mine. Is like he looked at my girlfriend and went like, "Yeah, Christian is typical Swiss. He's like totally the gadget guy." It's like, I'm what now? What the fuck are you on about? It's like, yeah, when you go skiing, you always have the whole gear. Yes, I'm Swiss.
What do you expect?
What the fuck?
You gotta go skiing. You gotta go skiing properly.
Exactly. Do you go with like, I don't know.
You buy some twigs off the internet and go fucking skiing with that? No. Skis. This is what you do.
You buy a proper snowboard and you go wearing pants and jacket. Like it's not that complicated.
Do you have Bluetooth snowboard? I mean, can you connect it with
I have a wireless snowboard, so it goes skiing without me.
But also you need the connection to your Fitbit or your Apple Watch.
Yeah. No, fuck that shit. So, but this thing comes out, and for very distinctively, I looked at these headphones and was like, "Fuck you, cunts!"
Really?
And I love Apple. I have been using Apple for decades now. It's like MacBooks and all that sort of shit, and it was very, very happy in my golden cage. But this is just taking the it's taking the piss. It's absolutely taking the piss.
You didn't draw a line at that stand for the big iMac, the $99.
So that one didn't really affect me because it was so prohibitively expensive that I was like, no, I'm not even thinking about
can't
that.
even afford it.
Yeah. But this is kind of like in the range where they are. I know that good headphones are supposed to be expensive. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Where you go like, mother cunts.
But this has software because there's a mode where it can detect if someone's talking to you and bring the music down.
What?
So this is like.
Can you turn that off? Because I don't want anyone speaking to me.
No, you can. Yeah, you can.
So
choose.
It completely defeats the purpose of CAN headphones. Like, this is exactly why you have them. So to make sure that everything around you is kind of zoomed out. Like, you don't want to talk to the cunt next to you on the train.
Yeah, but then if your girlfriend's talking to you, then you have to.
That's the one moment you want it off.
You first have to make that noise, like, and then you take the headphones off and say, "Hey, Shetzley, what did you want? I didn't hear any of the last 5 minutes of you." And then you listen. But now you don't even have to take the headphones off.
I'm surprised you're divorced based on that, man.
Yeah. But can I predict what you're going to do? So
go.
I had the same experience with the AirPods. When I didn't buy the AirPods first, so I'm like, who the fuck needs that? And then I saw people wearing AirPods, and I was there going, fucking douchebags with their little things poking out of their ears.
Yeah.
And then I tried some because a friend of mine was like, "These things are fucking amazing." And now I'm half the day wearing AirPods.
So I'm a total Bose bitch. Like, I have
You're a Dr. Dre motherfucker.
I was never I was never a Dr. Dre kind of thing, but Bose was always the thing for me because the noise cancelling headphones, they were kind of like a Bose thing for quite a long time.
Yeah,
I love them, and I have never stepped away from them since.
But now you got the Apple noise cancelling.
No, so see, that's the noise I don't need.
I saw these pair of headphones at the music store on Zurich-Bahnhof somewhere. They were 1,000 francs.
What?
They look like they were like little hollowed out tubes type thing. I'm pretty sure they're for like classical musicians or something, like the ultimate purest music form you can get. 1,000 francs.
Wait, are we talking about what musicians put in when they're on stage?
I don't think so.
Like a monitoring
actual
thing?
Headphones. But maybe they were like proper upper composer headphones.
Yeah, so Shure does that. Like when you can have like these headphones that they are completely noise cancelling as well. So they seal off everything. They're like But when you have a hearing aid, they basically put in silicone.
Oh, okay. They
so
mold it to your ear.
Yeah, they mold it to your ear. That's exactly what it is, and that costs you $1,000 easy.
Yeah.
But you're missing actually the key feature of the Apple new headphones is that when you go into a shop, you just do this. You slide it down past your nose, you got an instant face mask. That is fucking Apple genius right there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Christian's got his
what
head.
Harry did.
All right, let's start this podcast. Welcome. I'm here with my main dudes. What am I going to call them today? I'm just trying to be original. I'm here with Dean Ira.
That's original. Hey.
Okay. And Christian Breaker.
Originally mentioning my name. G'day.
Three men. I'm Harry Fox. Three men on a mission to change podcasting forever.
In the left corner, weighing exactly 350 pounds, Christian Breaker's penis. And in the other corner, weighing only 2 pounds 50, is Harry Fox. His entire body.
Oh, okay, shit. If I had a 2 pounds 50 dick, I'd be like,
I'd be happy.
yeah, happy with it.
I'd be happy.
Unless it was English pounds, that would not. With the Queen on it.
I have 2 coins.
Yeah. So how you doing, guys? So this is our last episode before Christmas.
We announcing already? End of
Yeah.
season. End of season time.
End of season.
End of the year. I'm fucking excited. Not for the end of the podcast. End of the year.
Yeah.
I've had
me too.
enough of this year. I know nothing's gonna change in the new year. It's just an illusion.
Wouldn't it be funny if it did?
1st of January, everything's like better. And
Yeah. It's all rose. We get cocaine for free.
No, I would go for something more Care Bears. Like it's like the sky is pink. There's this rainbow. There's unicorns hopping around.
Okay, other drugs will be
like-
free.
It's just
Harry's thinking acid.
I've seen those as well.
yeah. It's just we're on this insane acid trip.
Oh,
Like-
fuck.
Can you imagine on social media? It's like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. Okay.
The
Yeah.
government comes down and announces
Wait,
no more
actually-
capitalism.
But it's funny how we do this. Like we create our own fucking deadlines. We create, the tick and clock element in a story in a movie. It's basically we do the same thing to our lives. So it's like, yes, let's just wait until Christmas. Let's just wait until the new year.
Everything will be
Everything
better.
will be better. No, you're still a fat cunt that doesn't get up and moves around. I mean, I'm talking for myself, and that's what it is. So fuck it. Like it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Happy New Year.
So, and I mean, but I learned something fascinating this week. Can I share a little bit of interesting statistics I learned?
I
Yes.
think you're going to anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to anyway. And I know you guys don't want to hear it. But here's the amazing thing. So, we've had same-sex marriage for a while.
What?
Wonderful
Where?
thing.
Blasphemy.
Switzerland, we
Blasphemy.
just got it. But
Yeah.
How dare they?
if you go to Scandinavia, they've been doing it for
Sorry,
a
I
while.
was being very
Oh, so
sarcastic.
there is statistics around that.
There is data on this. Okay,
Jesus.
now
I know what you're
here's,
wondering. Oh.
here's the interesting part. Divorce. So, Dean, rank these 3 couple combinations. So you've got heterosexual couples, gay male couples, lesbian couples. Who do you think's getting divorced the most?
Who was allowed to get married the most recently?
It depends on, in these countries,
In
they've
this
been doing it
country.
for a while.
Gay couples are allowed to get married most recently, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones getting divorced the fastest.
We don't have stats on Switzerland. Actually, there's a Wikipedia page on.
Because
on
they're all like
same-sex
they're all going
divorce.
crazy. Like when lockdown ends, you all go out and you get fucking rat faced. Now they're all allowed
Yep.
to get married. They're all getting married. They're like, actually, this is pretty shit.
Oh yeah, okay. There could be a spike of people that made just stupid life choices. But basically, should I spoil it for you, or do you want to?
No,
Am I not
I-
right? Am I not right?
You're absolutely right, but I think the ones that get divorced the most are the gay guys.
Can I hit the button? Oh no, wrong button.
Correct.
Wrong.
Wrong. They are in fact the ones most likely to stay together.
That's amazing.
Really?
Yes.
That's amazing. Because they know how to give a good blowjob.
Least likely to stay together is
Lesbians?
Lesbians, richtig. And that's a fascinating thing.
Wow.
That
Why
is
is this?
really it, because you put two women together and how quickly they get to. I'm just not.
How
I'm
did I
just
not see this
feeling-"
coming? Christian?
I should have. We should have seen this coming a mile away.
It's
Fucking
fascinating.
hell.
Harry
Yeah,
was
but this
interested
is.
in-
And then number 2 on the ranking for divorce is
Heterosexual.
heterosexual couples.
Yeah, who cares?
Because
But-
why? There's a woman involved, Harry?
But 2 gay men, that is a marriage that's gonna last.
I
a long
wish
time.
I was gay, man.
Yeah, I mean, it would solve all your issues.
They have the
basically.
most orgasms, the most fun, and the most marriages.
Yeah, and
Just
you're with
the-
your bro. I mean, if you could just get into that, and maybe what if there was a drug that could make you like dick? Would that be if you and it just like
there is a drug.
okay, all right. There's probably quite a few drugs. You just like I don't care what it is.
If you take enough of anything, you'll put anything in any orifice.
Exactly. But anyway,
At some point, even for paying.
It's going up my nose. It might as well go in my bum as well.
and as I was going down this rabbit hole, there's another thing. There was a psychiatrist, I think, in the 70s. He identified something called, I think it's called lesbian deathbeds. And it's just like also the lesbian couples, like their sex life dies the fastest. Like very quickly they run out of sexual desire.
And the guys are rooting until kingdom come or what?
Yeah, we're like,
I disagree with that. I don't believe that for a second.
well, there's okay, so
The data is undeniable, guys. No,
the
hear me out.
data is
Hear me
under-
out.
no.
Data is quite
my
deniable.
of
defense.
course, some feminists came along later and said, "This is bullshit."
So, Harry,
because-"
Wait,
Is
hold
it-
up. This
But
is my
there's
hole.
Wikipedia
This is
on
me poking holes in this. Lesbians don't have great sex lives because lesbians have more option for sexual toys than anyone else on the market.
Yep.
Like they have more pointy, sharp things to put in any hole that they want than anybody else.
Pointy, sharp things. What do you do?
Sorry, is
are
that
you,
just
are
me?
you playing
Is that
Sixth
just me?
Sense?
Yeah, but-
sorry, 7? Are you, is this what you do?
My point is that they can go from carrots to fucking dildos. Like they have
Right.
more option than anyone.
Yeah, but it's not the options that matter. It's the what happens. It's like
Too many options.
No,
so you
no, no,
become
no. It's-
incapacitated by choice.
it's so when they hit that moment of
Life's
Yeah.
just too good. They're like
No.
Switzerland.
it's more like you didn't show me enough attention today, and therefore I'm not sexually.
Oh my God.
interested.
Oh,
And the probability of
stereotype.
that.
Harry.
The probability of that with 2 women is apparently a lot higher. I mean, or whatever. It's like
Wait, Harry, is this the first episode where we have to put up sources?
I can give the sources. They're on Wikipedia.
The thing is,
There's
isn't
2
it,
links
isn't
that
it
talk
also,
about
if we look at the data in real terms, like, isn't a lesbian couples the least common connection, like the least amount?
Yeah, that's
marriages?
also. I think
So I'm
that's
sure
also-
that has
Is that
a
true?
huge effect.
Is that a thing?
Are not lesbians less common than heterosexual or homosexual?
I think
Men.
of across, like in the US, the numbers on this, like 1% of couples are lesbian.
Yeah, it's way lower. I'm sure there's a lot. Like if you
And
the
gay is
comparison, the divorce
probably
rate's probably way higher because there's less
10,
people.
15, 20.
If 5 out of 10 lesbians get divorced, or 100 out of 1,000 gay men get divorced,
Yeah, I mean, it could well be that on this particular.
we
thing
need to
about,
measure the amount of cum these people produce. That'll give us the real data, guys. The real data.
You're right, and not all lesbians have figured out how to squirt yet. So
I didn't say that. They're probably squirting
they're
more
not-
than you've ever made
they're
a woman
not producing
squirt,
the
Harry.
liters that that we need.
Yeah.
I disagree with what you
All
just
right,
said.
that was.
This is not necessarily XYZ's podcast opinion.
It's not mine either.
Okay, I can give you the links to this. One is just look at same-sex divorce, and the other one, I think the term was the Wikipedia page on this lesbian. I think it's called deathbeds. It's a horrible name. There have been people that have questioned that. There was a theory developed in the 70s, and since then, some other people have
By horny men.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because I can imagine what the rationale for this study was. Like, they can only have fun if there is dick involved.
No, it was actually.
So here is my dick. They obviously are not interested. Hence, they're not fucking anymore.
Yeah.
But I think there was also an aspect relating to what Dean said earlier, is that the scene has changed since that study was done. Like there are a lot more options for lesbian women, and it's become a lot more normal. So the notion of
Let's look at the real facts here. Despite your sexual preference, the fact that divorce rates are going through the roof across the board.
By the way, divorce is awesome.
Yeah, point proven. I'm sitting here in a room with 3 people, 2 of which are divorced, one of which does not plan on ever getting married.
2 of them.
2. I can't.
What?
There's no fucking
Do you
way.
think you're gonna get married again?
No. I'm saying you're already divorced. That's the category you are.
Yeah.
I don't consider what you plan on the future because it doesn't mean nothing according to the eyes of God. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Yes, I'm a sinner.
Wait, are you still marriageable, Dean?
I will never get married, probably.
Then we got
Touch
3
wood.
So
that will never.
3 will never get married. 2 divorcees.
Yeah, because I mean, I think society's changed big time. It's just not like a lot of what kept people together was massive social pressure.
I had this conversation with my brother a week ago. He came and visited me, and he got married 2 years ago. And we were talking about people that were at the wedding at the time. I don't have that many opportunities to properly catch up with my brother, as it turns out, even though we live in the same country. But so we were having this conversation. He goes like, I look at the list of people that came to that wedding, and I think half of them I'm still in touch with. And I said, that's everyone's wedding. Literally everyone that I know.
Is it the
has
same
this
with
experience.
You only got half of those people there to pad the room, like why?
your acquaintances, old bosses and stuff?
Just so you could
Is it
pretend
the same
not to
with
be
the
a sad,
funerals?
lonely
It's
person.
well,
Like, put it this way: the funeral that you're gonna have, the people that were closest to you at that time are gonna come. What about the people that were influential, like throughout your life?
it's that's a Yogi Berra quote. It's like, go to other people's funerals, otherwise they don't come to yours.
It's like the rest of the people that don't come are just gonna post on
That's
your
actually
Facebook
probably-
wall.
Yeah, and okay, so do you have any mailbag, Mr.
We do have mailbag.
Mailbag jingle coming
And-
to you live from the XYZ.
And it's from our good
That
friend.
was like a bit of a sea shanty. Oh, my mailbag on high heels, ice seas, I serve.
We got a mailbag from the mailbag.
Are we opening a bottle of Jameson right now?
I don't know what we're doing.
Goddamn, Christian, read the goddamn mail.
So we have our good friend Jason. He's writing in.
Jason.
Fuck you, Jason.
I'm just trying to create
Happy
something.
New Year, my friend.
Jason writes in. He congratulates us for a fantastic first year of the podcast.
Thank you, sir.
Half a year. You guys have gone from strength to strength. Thank you very much that you think so. We
Like
sometimes
weaker and weaker. We started strong, and
Yeah.
ended bad.
So okay, you know how this whole this whole COVID vaccine has come out now, and people are preparing for it in the UK. They've already started vaccinating people, and Jason follows with this. I'm all up to date with all my vaccines, and so are my children. However, I'm concerned with the rate that this COVID vaccine is being rushed out. I know if I ever wanted to return to Australia, I will need to get it. But I'm concerned about my children having it. What are your 3 thoughts on
Real talk,
COVID
real
vaccine?
talk, real talk. You can make more children. Don't forget that, ever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a very good point, Dean. Yes.
One of them
Yeah.
dies. Just makes them more.
And he's still a young stud, so you can still crank some out.
That was very good. We're back to the Middle Ages, guys. You know, you have
Yeah, you got to
6
think about
children.
it on a middle age kind of basis.
4 are gonna die.
I didn't
wrong,
name
too.
them until they were like 10 because that's when they start to have a personality.
That's when the chance of them surviving is a lot higher.
One of them has a lame foot.
Polio.
If they have a rotten tooth, you just let them into the wild. You're like, go free.
Exactly.
Go and feed the dog, Wolf.
real talk though. The vaccine hasn't been tested properly.
So I could
Apparently, we need a year minimum.
I mean, but also there's a subtext here is that Jason is worried that he has to come out as an anti-vaxxer. That's like the other.
I think that's exactly
I doubt
where
he is.
No, he's not.
He
He
hasn't- it
says
sounds like
so.
he's
He
not.
says so.
Yeah.
He's not. And in a previous conversation that we had on this podcast, actually, he was very much against the whole anti-vaxxer movement.
You can't just
But
willy-nilly
I-
take
but-
a fucking vaccine.
But this is where this conversation stems from. So you suddenly go gray. It's no longer black and white. It's not just anti-vaxxer and I'm totally for vaccinations, but I'm totally for vaccinations, but not necessarily for that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard this as well. If you like, they're testing the vaccine on people from the UK,
Oh, that's thank fuck for that.
right? But like, how are you gonna tell that there's?
Wait. Let's
Hold on. How are you gonna know that there's mutations?
Well, you wouldn't if you use it on these monkeys on the island. What the fuck?
If they grow a
It's the
third
worst.
arm,
It's the worst
It's
test
already-
bed in the world.
It's already like testing on monkeys.
if they lose all
Have you
their
watched
teeth,
Jeremy Kyle?
If they-
I mean, seriously.
if they lose all their teeth and grow a third arm, like it's kind of expected from
That's
people from the
what
UK.
would happen in Slough anyway.
Exactly. How
Seriously.
are you gonna know it's because of the vaccine?
But actually, I had this weird conversation. I went to this dinner party before the new rules applied. So I had this dinner party, and there was a guy there who works for one of the Swiss companies, pharma companies.
One of the Swiss companies.
And he was like a biochemist type of dude. And he was explaining all this stuff. He said there's basically 3 types of vaccine in progress. 2 of them have 0 chance of side effects because they're slight modifications to existing things. And the third one is, and I can't remember which one is associated with which company, so roll the dice. But the third one is the one that is a very new approach. It's possibly the most promising, but is also the one that, you know,
it's going to
could-
kill like heaps of people with red hair or something.
No, yeah, maybe.
Not a bad thing. This is-
Actually, what I'm really hoping for is like you know the drug thalidomide. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
And
I did
it
that
had-
in a John Kelly way once.
So it was a drug.
no, that was a guy called Phil
Oh, my
Demide.
bad.
Phil Demide. Duh. No, Phil Demide was apparently it still gets used to treat depression, apparently, because it was meant to help women with prenatal depression
I'll take it.
and also to reduce apparently some of the pain of birth. And it turned out that
Sounds like morphine.
it
So
actually
was LSD, by the way.
it
There you go.
actually did reduce the pain of birth by reducing the number of limbs on your child. So your child would just slip out easier.
like
a little worm.
Like a human torpedo. It's just
Is that a baby or a shit?
And
some of them are
It's got
wild.
ice. Smack it on the bottom. I can't. It's too slippery.
I've done some shits that would argue were sentient.
but
Oh God. Oh
sentient shit.
God. Dude, I've removed
You
hair.
look down in the toilet, it was looking up at
It
you.
was
and
after
said,
like a heavy night of 12 Guinnesses or something. It's like, oh, hey. You look,
Christian, where's your life going? Shut up, you piece of shit. No pun intended. Fuck off.
Wouldn't it be
Flush.
great if like your shit would just give you philosophy before you flush?
You gotta pay it $1 though.
So diarrhea would be a French philosopher because it's quite spouty.
Oh my god.
It's the same thing. Dude. That's-
I'm a shit philosopher.
And the one with nuts in it. Sigmund.
No, the ones with nuts in it, that's hard advice. And it might tear your anus a little bit. It's the moment when you have a little bit of blood on your paper.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
I'm on a roll
We're
here.
on a wild ride. Final exercise in it.
Clearly the end of the year.
Well, so the side effect.
You don't know if it's a shit or an aneurysm.
when you just have to reel it back in.
That's not supposed to come out.
Or you get like a knitting needle and just roll it up. Okay.
Honey, bring this in.
Wait. There's a great thing in Austria. They're still creating these horrible toilets where you shit on a little pedestal.
Oh,
Did
the
you see
shit
this?
shelf.
The shit shelf. I think
My mum has the
I
shit
think we
shelf.
talked about this before actually on the podcast.
This is part of every time I go visit my mum, she has a shit shelf.
It's disturbing. a buddy of mine and I, we figured this one out when we were skiing in Austria, and ever since, whenever any one of us has the experience of one of those toilets, we just send each other like a picture of the toilet.
I have actually somewhere here this card game called Scheiße Quartet. It's like shit. It's like top trumps with shit. And they took pictures of toilets.
Oh,
And then
my
they
God, my head went into a much darker place. This is the shit after a curry.
It is. It's literally that.
Oh,
You've
no.
got all the different consistencies.
Oh, no, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Okay. So back to the vaccine. Here's a side effect I'm hoping.
This
for.
is what Jason does to us.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we end up with we all get over COVID quickly and swiftly, but we end up with Tourette's, and then you just say shit that is the last thing you'd want to say. Like, you know, you have Greta Thunberg who's like, guys, we really need to care for the environment and fucking diesel cars. I love them. Like shit like this. I think that would be. And then we all go, oh, she's just got COVID Tourette's.
I was watching Historic Materials recently, and
You get Tourette's as a side effect of this
Why
COVID
Greta
vaccine.
Thunberg? You
Well,
just
because
denied all of her claims.
it was just showing Harry's
was an
hate for
example.
autistic people.
And the environment.
No, I was watching Historic Materials the other day, and they were there's this thing called a specter. It's basically like this ghost that sucks the life out of human beings. And I was just wondering if that would happen. So if you are, say, you're below 20 years old and you get the vaccine, you're fine, your life goes on. But everyone that's older becomes like a fucking zombie. So all these movies that are becoming the truth for the next generation. They just have to look at everyone that's above 20 years old and just a fucking idiot, lumbering piece of flesh. It's like now 21 is going to be great, man.
That's like there was a sci-fi called Logan's Run. I don't know if you've ever seen this, one of the early sci-fi series, TV series. And at a certain age, like 25 or 30, you basically just got euthanized. So, and they made it into a thing, like the story was you go to the higher place, but actually they just execute everyone above a certain age. And I think there are a lot of people that would
I kind of like that. We can
appreciate
life.
Eugene would be down. Down for that.
I was suggesting.
Let's burn some boomers.
I'm down.
I think this is why institutions like Exit and Dignitas have total validity.
And the retirement village. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need a Florida. We just need an office.
A little corral where they can just send the
Yeah,
bees.
exactly.
But okay. Real talk though. Are you guys gonna get this vaccine? This one that comes out now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck it, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I don't know. Like they haven't tested it for long enough. I'm aware of that. But also, do I even give a fuck?
No, but yeah, you don't. And also, like I think what this guy told me is that the one that we're probably going to get, there's two types that we're going to get in Switzerland, and both of those have like it's the same chance that when you get a flu jab.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
it's-
lucky that we're here because by the time it comes out here, maybe more testing is done and more.
So I'd be more suspect if I'd live in the States because the track record of the FDA.
Yeah. But the
It's-
FDA is approved. They've approved this one. That's
But the
come out in
FDA
UK.
the FDA approves every fucking dog shit that's out
Yeah, I
there.
know, but they're a global institution, no?
No, they're American.
But I'm pretty sure that the FDA is the global standard for drugs released on the market.
Well, they like to think so, but
then
they
countries
aren't.
decide if they
Yeah.
want to put it in their country or not.
Switzerland has its own version of the FDA. It's
Really?
called Swiss Medic, and they are
Is it verified chicken? Like, is it Swiss chicken?
Yeah,
Is it a
exactly. It's
Swiss
very it's
vaccine?
verified Swiss vaccine. Exactly.
But then, do they have like investment and interest in like companies like Pfizer and stuff?
So that's the thing. They are completely separate.
I don't believe that for a second, dude.
This is where the whole argument comes in, because today there was this whole press conference with the federal government. They're procuring 15 million doses of these vaccines,
Yeah.
and there was a mention of Swissmedic, and there is a bit of a delay in the approval process, and the Minister of Health basically said, well, they go at their own speed. And that was kind of I thought that was
They
actually
do work
quite
during
good.
lunchtime.
Yeah, that was quite good to say. So they are not leaning on them to get something approved. However, I mean, I'm taking this from one press conference. So, I mean,
They're just going to say,
Switzerland is not necessarily a place that can brag about having clean processes around these sort of things.
Exactly.
the
We haven't
interest-
given a fuck so far.
The real interesting thing on this is I've heard in because Switzerland only has like 8 million people, it takes them longer to actually to approve, because they have less of like sample data to actually figure out if stuff's safe. So that you have someone was telling me like in Germany you have approved cancer drugs which are still not approved in Switzerland. So basically often like people will, if you got cancer, you go like basically do some medical tourism over to Germany to get your treatment that you actually have to pay for versus getting it here because the drug isn't approved.
I can see that. Yeah, we're quite slow in things.
We can equate this to the Kinder Überraschungsei. You know those Kinder eggs? The Kinder eggs with the chocolate on
Kinder
the
egg,
outside, the
yeah.
little
Yeah,
yellow
yeah.
thing with the toys inside. That shit's been banned in every other fucking country for kids choking on it. Switzerland's the only one who's like, no, we can still sell it.
Yeah, and there was the counter argument that like carrying weapons is legal in the United States, but Kinder eggs are forbidden because
Right.
it kills children. And then the next day you read basically how a child found daddy's gun and shot his sister. So
And then he yelled, surprise.
they have to go for something. Like
I used to love this thing because they've changed the design now. The cap,
that's shite. It's now a one-piece cap.
exactly. And
Before it was two pieces. They were great.
It was great because I used to love shooting my brother with that.
Yes, we did the
It
same.
was like that was the feature. If the toy was shit, at least you could shoot your
Yeah.
brother,
Yeah.
and those things would come out at speed, like bam. Yeah. Okay. So, Jason, does that answer your question? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
do
okay, so we will end up in a point where it becomes a classist thing as well. This is probably my biggest fear.
Dude.
So if you are vaccinated, you will get this little thing, this little letter of approval that says like, yes, Harry has been vaccinated. He can now travel to wherever he wants to travel to. And everyone that can't afford the vaccine can't.
It's a great excuse
So-
for control.
Yeah,
Global control.
it'll be one of those as well. So
There was the U.S. airline where they threatened the passengers. It was a bit of a viral video. All the passengers on the plane. So the airline policy was this. There was a stewardess that came on the radio and said that everyone here who removes their mask, even once, like if I can see your nose or your mouth once during the flight, when we land, you'll be arrested and charged $5,000. And now you have the option of leaving the plane right now. Like that's what they said before they got off the plane.
what?
So it's kind of like a form of control. But also that threat is so fucking crazy high.
Yeah, but that's so American.
It's so
again.
dumb because it's also like on the at the end of the day you're wearing a mask, but they're not 99% foolproof. There's still like air going in and out. Like you sitting in a plane for 12 hours next
Yeah.
to someone.
but I
Even
don't-
with the mask, you're gonna get COVID.
But I don't know about you guys, but I really get triggered by those people that wear the face mask, but they just have it below their nose. That
Yeah,
really,
Yeah, that's
I
so
agree.
dumb.
that really brings me
But
out.
don't
in a
threaten me with
rage.
arrest and fucking
I
$5,000.
think that's what it is. It's that threat level thing that comes into
I'm
play.
happy to wear a fucking mask.
But then again, okay, maybe it makes some sense. It's like either you're going to get if someone catches COVID on your company's plane, you're getting
maybe.
you're getting the bad press. Maybe you're even liable.
So far, no one caught it on planes.
Dude. I've always, you always kind of
because
forget
they were
about
between two countries.
the
There was no
dickhead.
official location.
Yeah, you always forget about that one asshole who's like, nah, I don't want to wear a mask. I'm a boomer.
Yeah, but and also an American airline is most likely confronted with one of those douchebags. So let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
There's
a lesbian couple fighting at the back of the plane, thinking about getting divorced. That was
without masks.
predictable.
They haven't been having enough sex.
Are we still allowed to use the term cat fight in this one?
They've come more than anyone else on the plane. Yeah.
Fuck me. I apologize for everything I just said.
You fucking bigot.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jason.
mask on, Christian.
Thanks, Jason, for writing in. This year, it was. We really appreciate your support, continued support. I hope.
You sound like a politician now. Appreciate your continued support.
Yeah,
Like you've been watching.
This podcast is gonna be great. It's gonna be huge.
I just
Jason,
like to
you're
use.
the biggest fan.
I feel like I have to use all the words before the year ends. This is the last episode, so let's use all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Avuncular.
Speaking
All right.
about last episode, though, like when are we gonna come back?
Well,
We've done 30 episodes this year.
Yeah, this is our 30th episode, bitches.
Yeah, well
Holy
done. guys.
shit! My God.
Spoken to you for
Who
far
would
too
have
long.
ever thought when we did that first episode where we awkwardly talked about comedy and Dean's mum? And here we
Remember
are.
The Dean's Mom's days.
Here we are. We're done with Dean's mum. Well,
We,
secretly, but I'm suppressing.
Thanks for
my-
listening, Mom. Actually, she stopped listening.
Really?
yeah, for a good reason, I
For a
guess.
good fucking.
I think it's because we stopped talking about her. Maybe if we.
I actually don't know if she listens.
No, Harry, not everyone thinks like you do.
Yeah.
Could we do like maybe we can get her back if we promise like a Dean's mum special
No. How
And we
about
get-
that?
Let's not do that.
and we call her an
We're gonna be back in January.
Early Jan.
at some point in January.
Yeah. And until then, we take a little bit of a winter break, rethinking our life choices and coming back stronger. I
Yeah.
guess. 2021, it's gonna rock.
Or at least coming back fatter. I think it's the,
Ooh.
That's difficult for me, but we get
Yeah.
there.
Coming back vaccinated.
All right. So, so today's topic though is
Ooh la la!
how do we get from where we are?
That was
now?
Harry's lost segue for the year. Fucking terrible, Harry.
Wait. I'm mid segue.
You started. You were like the new topic for today.
I missed.
You gotta
the beat. I
segue
missed the
into
beat.
it.
Christian set it up, and I
okay.
was. So
Can I have a beer?
my segue skills aren't there. So between this episode and our next one that will be coming to you in January, the question is, how are you going to survive? And that's today's topic. It's surviving Christmas.
Surviving Christmas. Bum bum bum.
Find that. Oh, fuck. I keep hitting the wrong button.
Harry's on the boards today.
Surviving Christmas.
Nice. Can I do this for a second? Just no, stick with me. Gonna do this for
This is how you do it.
I'm gonna do this for the Australian listeners.
Hey.
Triple M.
I got to get more beer. We need a quick break, or you just continue and I go and get my beer.
Go get your beer, Harry.
All right,
It's
I'll be
the
back.
end of the year. We don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
podcast
fuck
formality right now.
This is like school is out.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
can do whatever the
We're-
fuck we want.
We don't care. We've lost the.
So
Christian just
let's
cracked
talk
his
about
beer.
Harry.
Yeah, fucking Harry. I'm alright.
Fucking
Goddamn.
Jesus
Jesus Christ, this motherfucking piece of shit, fucking Harry. Him and his
It's
bald
it's
fucking
insane,
ginger
so.
piece of shit.
Here at this house
Why does
again.
he just want to fuck a lesbian? I don't understand. He's gonna hear that back and be like, "Oh my god,
Harry, I know how much you love lesbian porn.
that segue that he did, right? Am I right?
Oh my god, this is such a loser.
Quick, he's coming back." With his
Oh wow,
fucking-
you double parked, hey.
I tell you, we're going all in now. It's
Ah,
just
yeah.
like, fuck all
It's,
the rules.
fuck
get
all the rules.
Two beers.
Let's get hammered. Bring the heroin.
bring the vaccine. Let's snort it up our nose.
Hey, I wonder if you could do that. If we can do the vaccine as a snorty, I mean, how much easier would it be to sell in Zurich?
Dude.
It's a shame actually that they didn't time the vaccines with Christmas, because that wouldn't it be great if you just got a packed like vaccine that you could stab yourself with. And it just like nicely wrapped, and it says,
I thought you would go for like a scented candle on the Christmas tree or something.
with a
Just
scented candle.
The whole family.
You get a vaccine and a scented
funny.
and
Christian-
and some fucking artisanal honey.
Christian's onto something, dude. If you want to vaccinate all the anti-vaxxers here, just slip it into the cocaine supply. In this fucking
It'll be
city.
so much fun.
Dude, people, everyone in the city will be vaccinated within 24 hours.
It'll take no time.
Christmas Eve, Corona is finished.
UBS brings their staff back on a Monday, and it's just like, yeah, not COVID free. So,
Yeah,
all right.
Home offers cancelled, guys.
So first of all, but like COVID aside, like what is your general feeling about Christmas? Like on like if you had to rate it on a scale of 0 is like
in my favorite religious customs, or
2,
what?
yeah, 10 is like up there. It is the festival, the the pagan ritual of the year.
Yeah, it's when we slaughter the monkey on the mountaintop. That's my favorite one.
Is that a euphemism for masturbation?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, it can get bloody. So Christmas sucks.
So it was already a like 2 or 3 for you.
Christmas is like negative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's one of those things that people celebrate without knowing why, and putting pressure on themselves and their surroundings. That's so fucking bananas. Today there was a statistic how much money Swiss people spend on Christmas gifts. What's the average price of a Christmas present in Switzerland? Have a stab.
100 francs.
1,000.
Harry, way off the charts. Dean, go up.
300?
372
Shit. Per gift.
per gift.
Average.
That's
yeah.
the average price.
Mine is
Okay.
sitting at 50.
So for our
It's hard
listeners,
to go below 50.
for our listeners in the
Someone
UK
random.
or in Europe, so 372 Swiss francs in euros is about 5 months of your income, and
My mom's yearly salary, you fucking bastard.
with overtime. Like-
over time.
no, okay. What about you, Dean? Are you a Christmas lover? Hater?
No, I hate it. I hate every second of it. Where I grew up, Christmas is summertime. Like it's pool parties, it's brides, it's fucking
That's interesting.
family
Oh,
gatherings.
you have to translate the term
sun.
"bri" for all
Bri
the
is a barbecue
muggles.
or where you put meat on something hot and you cook it. But imagine that 10 times bigger.
Fling it in the sun.
Yeah, exactly. You know, beers and pool parties and stuff, flip flops.
Mm.
So the idea of snowing and gingerbread man is all fucking fantasy for me.
Yeah.
Here,
Did you actually have dudes like dressed up in red suits? with
Are you talking
fake
about the
beards?
pedophiles at the mall?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do this as well? You have to go and sit on Santa's lap.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah. I peed on Santa's lap once.
that,
Thing is, I think he liked it. That was
yeah,
the
he
biggest
was.
ball.
He was. There is a warm feeling between us.
Oh. Dean, you've been a naughty. Oh, never mind.
You just made
You're
up.
getting all the gifts you need. Santa, I'm a lot taller right now. It's just my erection, son.
He's coming down your chimney. All right. Okay. So and I fucking hate Christmas as well. I most of all I hate the music and I hate the fake enthusiasm. Like, it's Christmas.
It's a jolly time
Yes,
of year. Harry.
suddenly people say hello to each other and then they say these stupid things like, oh, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let's catch up next year. You fucking won't.
Yeah, that means-
It'll never happen.
Exactly. That means fuck you. I don't really care anything about you, but I have to say hi.
On the years I never went to go visit my family on Christmas time, I would go to Langstrasse and just like drink too much and have a good time with all the other people that don't have family or a good time, you know.
That actually sounds like a great time.
It's a
Like
good time.
orphan Christmas is fucking
Because then
funny.
you're drunk 3 o'clock in the morning going, Merry Christmas, buddy,
Yeah.
I love you. And it's
So
just like hugging the aunt you never wanted to speak to again.
So in
Yeah.
a way, you've like actually Christmas has got better for you since you came to Switzerland.
Well, not this year, because now I have to sit at home and just watch.
By yourself, play dominoes.
I'm gonna literally Google.
But last year, but in the past, it was a party you weren't really having or you weren't
No,
enjoying.
this year I'm gonna go Pornhub, lesbians wearing Santa Claus hats, and just see what happens.
Now that,
I've watched that. That's pretty funny.
I think that's
Someone fucked a snowman.
Can I tag that? That is our first surviving Christmas tip.
There we go.
Porn.
Lesbians wearing Santa hats.
If you're alone, during Christmas Eve, waiting for that pervert to come down your chimney. Go up his chimney for a change. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, lesbians in Santa hats, that's worth at least 2 ejaculi. Like, I hope that's the plural. I hope that's the plural of ejaculate. Is ejaculi the plural? I don't even know.
Ejaculi.
Holy fuck, Harry.
I've never.
That's next level.
Ejaculi.
But all right. So, but okay. So
Rudolph
next,
the red-nosed reindeer had a little ejaculi.
Actually, can we talk
very-
about why Rudolph had a red nose? I mean, did he live in Langstrasse for a little bit too long and had a bit of that Colombian?
The Colombian snow, my friend. That's when you know Christmas is good. It's a hardcore storm.
It could be
outside.
because Santa put him in charge. Like when you
Yeah, you always put the druggie in charge.
exactly. That guy's motivated. He has a plan. Well, okay, what about? I'm starting to enjoy Christmas.
That's my favorite word of the whole year. Ejaculate.
Ejaculi.
All right. So, was there ever a time where Christmas was enjoyable for you?
When I was like 5 and Santa Claus really existed. And I would choke on those Kinderraschungsüberei.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Stick them up your butt. Whatever you do with it.
No, dude.
Just trying to think. So, because dad was a pastor at the time when I was a child, he was busy. That was work.
Oh, okay.
That was work time.
High season, peak.
Yeah,
The church is
so-
going to make money somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Get these fucking cunts in and
Stop all these
steal their
suicides.
cash. So,
Get all these stupid fucking idiots to come into church and give us money. That's my opinion, not the opinion of the XYZ podcast.
Sing shitty songs and that whole shebang. So it was actually, it is my opinion. It was very stressful every single time. It was incredibly stressful, and I think we had.
Oh, because of your dad being stressed. Okay.
And we would like dad would organize like ski camps. He was a youth pastor at the time as well, so he would do like youth camps, and we would have to pack up on Christmas Day and go to the fucking mountains and do this whole spiel. So it was just mom and dad shouting at each other over Chiquita banana boxes. So that was my experience. And then I think we had 1 or 2 Christmas trees over the years. Like there was like a break and dad wasn't involved in anything, and then there was a Christmas tree and we didn't know what to do with it. It was the funniest thing.
But that was like the ceasefire. It was
It was just like, all right,
shouting.
let's have this fucking stupid Christmas tree, and then we all looked at each other like, now what? So
Okay.
there was never kind of like this tradition that families seem to have had, and I was just like indifferent. It was just all right. It's just this other thing that's happening.
And I had a weird tradition as well because my mum kept because like we grew up in Germany, she kept celebrating the German like Weihnachtsabend, the 24th.
24th is the big
You
one.
have the presents under the tree. And
Did they
then-
open the prisons that
24th.
Yeah.
24th.
I heard
But
about
then we go to my grandmother's on the 25th because the English 25th is the big day. You have a
Yeah.
meal
Yeah.
and you have more presents. So it was just like 2 days of presents. To
2
me, it
days
was
of
good.
Christmas.
Yeah, it was great. Okay,
That
what,
sounds like a divorce situation.
what
It
was
totally does.
what? Another question. Best present you remember from that time when you were a kid?
Lego train.
Lego train.
The board game called Mousetrap.
Oh, Mousetrap. I never had that. A friend had it. I was so fucking jealous. I loved that game.
That was pretty great.
Yeah. When the plastic cup would end up on
The best
mouse.
Christmas was when...
No, I know what you're talking about. Shit.
Yeah, it
Yes.
was the whole
Forget that. The best Christmas I had was when Dad was there.
the greatest gift.
The greatest gift.
Was he drunk?
The presence of my dad.
Oh, well, mine was actually was actually a football table. That
Ooh
was
la la.
it was not like the Swiss ones, the solid. It was
The
kind of
Garlandos.
wobbly and the
Yeah.
legs were but I had a lot of fun with that. But here's a link. So these were great presents, but not as great as
Oh,
this present that I'm about to give you guys.
what the fuck?
Look at the guilt on these guys'
You
faces
can't do that.
right now.
You can't do that, Harry.
Jesus Christ,
no.
Harry.
What a dick.
No, and
No, Harry, you can't do that.
we're doing it live.
No, dude.
We even
Okay,
have-
so
No.
Harry gave
You
us
can't just jump us
rainbow
with fucking gift.
rainbow paper wrapped
What?
presents.
yeah, because I've this
Are you
year
coming
I've-
out? Is this what's
No,
happening?
no. It's just I've
I don't feel the need to get drunk right now. This is
this
amazing.
year I feel I've reached a greater appreciation of all genders, and
That's, are
Yeah.
you for real, Harry? You can't just jump
Oh
on
man,
Yeah,
that's
you do.
that's insane, Harry.
We're opening gifts right now.
Wait.
I feel very special.
I have a feeling. All right,
This is going to be some kind of fucking thing.
it's.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Please don't let it be
Oh
thoughtful.
my God,
If it's
yes.
thoughtful, I'll be annoyed.
No, it's actually it is thoughtful.
It is
it's sort of
thoughtful.
Fuck you.
thoughtful. And I've got one for me as well, so that you can
Awesome.
undermine this a little.
All
bit.
right, Harry Fox made us full-on
Thanks, Harry.
pictures,
Yeah, with pleasure.
framed the X, Y, and Z podcast logo. Did Mike Little have anything to do with this?
No, no.
We do expect it to.
Yeah, exactly. When is whatever that means.
oh,
site
this
is.
is-
Oh, that's
Great.
so awesome! Thank you.
Nice.
Jolie's gonna hate that. This is amazing.
I like how you chose the porno frame. Like, this is an 80s porno frame. It's my favorite.
It is.
Right?
Yes.
It's got the whole thing going on.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you
Great.
so much, Harry. Now,
go on,
I feel
With pleasure. I thought whatever happens to us in the future, maybe one day, like, you're big and famous and you've got your office and
Look here, guys. Look here.
your penthouse.
Harry, look here. Bring your face up.
Should we selfie? Or we can.
I'm going to take a picture.
yeah, guys, this is a live
Okay.
selfie on the podcast.
Yeah.
What
it's that
what
far.
is the? What are you even doing, Dean?
I'm taking a picture.
How does that?
I know what I'm doing. Look at that. There we go.
But you're not in that. That's
It doesn't matter. I'm in
Oh,
it.
He is in it.
okay.
This is great.
So this is what you did last week.
Yeah, it took me a whole week. I handcrafted artisanal. clicked on the website myself, and yeah, no, I mean, one day when you're in your penthouse, you're in your entertainment, comedy business, podcasting business, penthouse office, you just glance up at that picture and think,
When I'm having martinis with Hannah Gatsby and
exactly, this is where it all began.
I'll be in the mental asylum with Jason, like
This
with the
was our
third
first-
arm, because we had that fucking vaccine.
And income Jason's 8 deformed children.
Jason, I told you to get rid of at least 4 of them.
was that a late term abortion? Oh
That's
no.
also something you do.
Yeah, I thought I'd get you something. I also
I feel
celebrate-
guilty
I
now.
think, yeah, I don't know.
Now we have to go out. and get
Okay,
it.
I can get rid of your guilt. Just know that now, if you actually stick this on this wall, you have to look at my face on a daily basis.
All the women I sleep with have to come into my
Exactly.
apartment and fucking-
You get
Actually, Dean, you should do this. It should be right over your bed.
How about this? Here's as a gift for you. I will take a selfie with this frame and some naked woman every
Whilst you're
time.
inside of them.
Yeah. And just send it to Harry. It'll be the perfect gift, I think.
You say this is what your face just witnessed. Your icon. Oh Jesus! There's also religious.
No, yeah, Jesus was
false-
born on Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about worshipping false icons or idols?
Why?
You know, the whole-
you're talking about your own image.
And
yeah,
for your
exactly.
next gift, a Harry statue.
So, no, I know whom the Oscars were modeled after.
But wait. What I'd really like
A thin, bald guy.
was that a good segue?
That was great.
Did
That
I
was
get
great.
that segue
Okay,
right?
so who are we
Is that
worshipping?
segue approved. The God of XYZ. Like we're not a single-headed God. We're 3 gods.
Yeah,
we're
we're
like-
quite.
We're
yeah.
like that dog
Thor-
with 3 heads.
Thor, Loki, and someone else.
Yeah, I mean, we are the trinity of podcasting. I mean, it's
And Captain America. I don't know.
not quite. Oh, I feel
All right.
dirty for
Yeah, so
everything.
All right.
Well,
so
let's do this. How about this? People who are listening, thank you for supporting us. We didn't get you anything apart from Harry's beautiful voice that you have to listen to constantly. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Same to you guys. I hope next year is the exact same bullshit you have to deal with this year, except with the vaccine. So,
And maybe one day when we actually make massive billions off this podcast, we will cast some cheap Chinese presents at our initial fans.
I actually had an idea for
doing a
merch.
giveaway.
Like when we become corrupted elitists.
I had an idea for merch.
Oh yeah, hit.
So it's something that's not very very common in Switzerland as such. Do you know what a beer sword is?
A beer sword.
Like, you know, when you're in a pub and you have like these proper bottle openers, like it looks like a sword. It's just like this.
Oh, those cool bartenders. Who
Yeah, you
like
can
jabbing motion.
Exactly, and you can flip them around your thumb a bit. So you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I thought it was some like my erection or something. A beer sword.
Yeah, I can flip that around my thumb quite as well. And
I would pay money for you to do that, Harry. Open a beer with your penis. I would pay money. I'll put that on Instagram.
How much money?
You have to make up for this cheap Christmas
I'd
present.
pay you $1,000 if you open a bottle of beer with your penis and no other helpers.
Okay.
Your dick touching the lid of that beer bottle.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
You can't prescribe how it's done. It just involves my dick and a beer bottle and no other props.
The bottle has to be opened by your penis.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a loophole.
No hands. No, it's okay.
You can use hands.
Yeah, but maybe I'm strong enough. I just crack it. No,
You're not strong enough.
I know. But
You
maybe,
work in IT.
Maybe I spend the next 12 months training like one hand.
You buy a dick weight.
Like,
Harry's masturbating hand
No.
is definitely
Okay, good. No. All right. I challenge you. If there's $1,000 that I can actually do this, I'm going to find a way, you know.
His surname
Right.
is Fucks, by
That
the
would
way.
be so
is
fucking
that-
disturbing.
Is that the challenge? Is
I'm
the
gonna
challenge
pee.
defined? Or do you want to add any more clauses?
No clauses.
Because I
Careful,
think
dude.
also I studied physics. There's always a way. Like there's some way.
Oh, he's gonna heat up the bottle or something.
Or using pressure, or maybe I slap it with my dick at the right frequency and it just pops out.
That would be the fucking.
It gets the resonant frequency.
I resonated my beer open with my dick.
I mean, there's probably. What if I like smash the bottom of the bottle?
With your penis.
No, like first, but I still get the
Because
cap
that would be
off.
dangerous. Bringing your penis close to shattered
Broken
glass
glass.
is probably not the best idea. It's a tube full of blood. So
Should we take a quick pause? Dean is
no,
peeing.
fuck
I wanna
that.
see
We
Oh,
talk about
okay.
Dean now.
Should we talk shit about
Yeah,
Dean?
yeah. So yeah,
I got a very weird vibe off him when he came here today. It's like a very awkward vibe. Like
yeah, it's called being hungry.
like he didn't really want to be here. and-
Yeah, but it wasn't that most of the podcast episodes.
Yeah, exactly. He regrets actually having done the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but then
And-
he stuck around for like 30 episodes, so he's also needy.
So, and I understand it. I also get the regret sometimes. Like
Mostly the next
I
morning.
think back of the things that I've said on this podcast, and I think, why would I ever tell the world?
Yeah, see, this is great. This is the difference between you and I, because up here it's all breezy. I'm just like,
I did one weird thing actually though. I checked out, what is it? This fucking app called Hitch. It's another dating app.
Hitch.
It claims to be better than Tinder. That it doesn't have the whole cheesiness of Tinder. And I put a link to he's back. Don't say any more about that. And he's not even reacting. He's just too cool.
What?
I guess
What
it
were you
was
saying?
here.
Dude,
No.
you're like a nervous schoolgirl just asking someone to go out with them to prom or something. It's like, look,
I know.
he's back. Oh my
I'm
god!
just doing that to see if you know how you like. That's a nice prank where you pretend that you were talking about someone when they come back.
Very
and,
true.
And you like like deliberately changed the topic, even though you weren't even talking about them.
I'm far
anyway.
too cool to pay attention.
Dean just doesn't give a shit. So, he's like, yeah,
Whatever.
That's what it is.
Anyway, fuck kids.
What
Anyway,
were you?
that story's
What was the
boring.
problem?
No,
No,
there's
so
no problem. We were
Harry
just
was using a
filling
new
time.
dating app called Hitch.
This was like
Hinge,
going
you mean Hinge.
like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm familiar with Hinge.
So Hinge is it?
I leave for
Yeah.
1
Oh,
second.
maybe it's
thinking
Hinge.
I was doing dating app stuff.
We
Yeah,
were
but
filling
apparently.
time.
No, I mean Harry will tie that nicely back to Christmas because apparently he's that good at segues. Here we go.
Okay, and
Waiting
then
for it.
all right. So I put like I told a couple of ladies on there about the podcast I do, and actually had them listen to the
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Tinder
that's why the
episode.
viewership went up by 3.
I was just about to say, or not.
and
So you did this over the course of like half a year, or
this is how I've been getting us listeners, guys. You hear what I've done for you guys.
Jason, what was Harry's pickup line on Hinge, buddy?
Jason, you need to check your wife.
do you want to listen to my
No, I'm
voice
kidding, I'm
constantly?
Yeah, but and then I met a lady, and she is the gift that keeps on giving, and it's like Christmas every day. There you go. I linked it.
Mrs.
Wow.
Claus, or
Was that?
Wow!
Was that
What did
okay?
you get the clap or something? Or?
No, I didn't. I actually just deleted that app because it was boring me, and
dating apps are bullshit, man.
they're fucking bullshit. It's an awful thing. But
Yeah.
all right, so presents for present. What about? Okay, so we're in this maybe the toughest Christmas ever.
No, I actually go
The opposite of that.
totally because
How
I
do you
think
feel?
because now there is less pressure to invite people that you don't want.
You're not obliged to see
Yeah.
those fucking idiot family
yeah, that's
members
fucking
you don't want to
awesome.
see.
You don't have to go and visit
You don't have to
the-
buy as many
No.
your
gifts.
parents and your
Yeah.
parents. and
No,
all
that
shit.
fucking stupid auntie that gets shit faced every single time does not have to come to the party this
You
year.
don't have to tell grandma that you're out of school for the 6th time.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't.
that's
We
Just
don't
me?
have to. We
Sorry.
don't have to bring the fucking mental case out of the old people's home.
They don't have to call me and my mother black sheep anymore. Also,
Yeah,
just me.
exactly.
Too real.
No, that's
does-
great. I love that one.
He does actually look a bit sheepy with the hood
Uh-huh.
up there as well. That was it was interesting.
I loved what you said before, Dean, about having Christmas in the South. I had this a few times as well, celebrating Christmas actually in your country in South Africa,
Nice.
and in Australia, obviously. And there, I felt it was a lot. I was a lot more comfortable with getting hammered on champagne at lunchtime. So
Yeah.
that's usually my strategy around Christmas is just spend it hammered as much as I can. And in Australia, it's totally cool because it's also a lunch.
Yeah.
This is something that really struck me.
The
Over
lunch.
here, it's always a stupid dinner that's like late,
Really?
and the day is kind of like weird and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's always this lunch thing
long family
in the
lunch.
southern hemisphere, and you can get fucking obliterated. It's great. I loved it.
That's actually shit on Swiss Christmas
Exactly
cuisine.
it, dude.
That fondue chinois.
At dinner. No, and because it stays with you all night.
You mean all year long?
Yeah,
The next
yeah, it gives
Christmas.
you the most vile fucking
You
indigestion.
finally shit that stuff out around about April.
Yeah, this is why it's called spring cleaning.
Like,
You still Merry Christmas in March to your toilet. Hey,
all
Merry
right,
Christmas.
so
buddy.
for the international listeners, I'm getting Christian's technique here. For the international listeners, fondue chinois is you take some beef, you basically you slice beef, pork, chicken, maybe some vegetables, some mushrooms, and then you have this boiling fondue pot of oil. And
Nope.
no, what is it?
Broth.
Oh, broth. Yes, yes, broth. And then you take a skewer, put your meat in
It was
there.
like a Japanese hot dish.
There's
It's like a fucked up version of Chinese hot pot, just without flavor.
and if your meat falls off, someone gets to stab you in the
Still
eye with a
without
skewer. And
Yeah,
there's-
if your bread falls off, you can't get a blowjob. Not that you were going to, because that's the reason you took your date on a fondue date is not to get laid.
Yes,
Who can fuck on a bloated belly of cheese? Nobody.
I wonder, like that's the most stupid date food ever.
It's a date that you
Fondue.
don't want to
You
fuck.
fuck before.
You
You
meet up.
have to fuck before.
No, Christian. You meet up with them for the first time on Hinge, whatever the fuck Harry's looking at. You meet up with them, be like, do I want to fuck this person? Yes or no? If it's a no, you're like, oh, let's go for fondue.
You're like, yeah, we're not rooting. So, but it's
You won't get any of my cheese.
if you are,
Dick cheese.
well, I haven't showered for a week, so.
Is that your power move, Dean? You just stick your dick in the fondue, go like, that's just the mixed cheese combination.
No, mine is more of like a Jedi knife fight with those fucking forks. Get out of my cheese, bitch. And then
Yeah, exactly.
me.
You s-
Christian's like, oh God.
I think seriously, you
Get
fought.
out.
With my brothers, of course, we basically like one of the brothers would go into the fucking fondue pot, and then you
slap
just
his fucking
slap it
fork
up.
away, yeah.
You just always slap it. It's no.
My cheese.
But I think, I mean, I get this thing every time at fondue. I wake up at 3 a.m. sweating.
But we were talking about cheese fondue
having
now, right?
nightmares. Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly go back to the fondue chinoise. It's
Tell
an
us more
incredibly
about
racist take on what Chinese
the
hot
racism we haven't even touched on.
It's usually, when you have our version of letters, our alphabet, and then they make it slightly Asian.
Chinois.
Have you seen this? Do you know what I'm talking about? They just add like little dragons
Yeah,
on the
like
fucking packaging or whatever, and then suddenly it's kind of like foreign.
But
So
wait, isn't chinois French for Chinese?
that's exactly what it means. Yeah, it's Chinese
I'm
fondue.
educated,
So
guys.
it's racism via one hop. Basically.
Yeah.
a double
we
hop
love doing
racism.
that, but then it's
Not us being racist,
It
it's
is
the French being
yeah, it's an well, they do that quite a lot. So it's an interpretation of Chinese hot pot, and hot pot is in Asia is very common. Like you have it not only in China, you have it in all sorts of places. But we just do it wrong. So there's literally no flavor and shitty Swiss rice.
Cultural appropriation is my culture.
Yeah.
So this year, let's do it right. You got to at least have some dog meat in there, a bat. Like, let's get the full, let's call it fondue Wuhan. Let's dip strange animals.
Kung Fu fondue. That's what
Kung fondue.
Fondue.
Oh, Kung
God.
fondue.
It's gonna be huge. It's
We
gonna
can
be
ruin
amazing.
fondue chinois forever here. Like,
So
You're gonna
this
boil the
is what
meat.
this is what my partner did. She made hot pot for my family the way that they do in Cambodia. And she brought it over to my parents' house, and my parents were
Why the cat question?
they literally thought that it would be so complicated. It's
Really?
like, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's just tasty. Like
It's just tastier.
Yeah,
with
it's
without
Welcome to
spices.
it just
spices.
actually
Yeah,
has.
yeah, exactly.
It's not hot as such. Like the broth is boiling, but it's not like spicy.
yeah.
It just has flavor, and ours is just beige and bland and
yeah,
shite.
you just take raw meat and dip it in
Yeah.
broth for a bit.
It's fucking awesome.
It's
and
like
then
second
digest it.
generation.
And rice noodles. So you take rice noodles and put them in. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's like second generation kids who are born from a foreign person, bland, non-spicy.
Yeah. It was fun to watch them handling glass noodles.
I hate glass noodles.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I still don't work. Yeah, anyway.
No, but I don't know why that has become like a Swiss tradition to eat this weird hot pot version thing. It's not cheese fondue. Christmas is always all about that chinoise.
It feels
It's shitty meat as well.
you know when you see someone, a white person pretending to be Asian at a circus.
What? Who?
What?
You know when you see like
Are you talking about
didn't-
yellow face?
No, we didn't go
Yeah,
to those
but-
circuses back in the 40s. Welcome
but-
to the strongest man in the world, the man with 3 arms, and the real Chinese
Welcome
white
to
person.
the freak show. There's a little person. There's a tall person. Now they're gonna eat each other.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
you'd
Harry.
have like a white person with a long mustache that
I was just wondering what's going to be long. Yeah.
and they're wearing a kimono or something, not a kimono, whatever they're wearing, and it is pure it is yellow face.
Talking about the most racist.
And fondue chinois, it smells like yellow face to me.
It tastes like yellow face as well.
Yeah.
What does that taste like, Christian?
Can we? Is there
What does
anything?
that taste like, buddy? What does it taste like? Kimchi? Tell me.
Kimchi.
Figure of speech. Anyway, we use a lot of fish sauce in my household, and
all right, we've gone into in-joke territory. We're
One
not
of the
revealing
most
everything.
racist circus freak situations I've seen from, I think it was a Coney Island exhibit. No jokes. This is a true story. Google it. They used an African slave to exhibit the true native South African. So like this kid was living in like an exhibit with wild animals, and he was wearing like leopard print underwear and stuff.
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but this was one of the exhibits, and he was
Like-
paid very badly.
Oh, recently.
No, back in the day, like the
Well,
he
it
was
is.
he was an actual
but by
slave.
all
I mean,
means,
yeah, in a
that
global
circus
terms,
is quite
too
recent.
recent to be
Yeah.
allowed to be fine.
Yeah. Well,
But actually, circus is another Swiss thing you do over Christmas, which I guess we're not doing this year. Like you have you have a big circus outside Zurich Airport, which is quite good, and there's a Circus Monty.
Yeah, Monty, they got rid of the animals recently.
they got rid of the animal, but there's also
good
so they
what's
killed management or what?
No, there's no more tigers or elephants or capitalist pigs. Those are animals too.
what's the circus? What's the circus that happens next
Knie.
to Lake Zurich? Knie. I mean that one. That one. If you're a feminist, go and check out Circus Knie. You will. Your head will explode.
Why?
It is.
It is insanely sexist.
Why?
Because
Do
they.
you know what the leotard is?
So one thing is
If you're a woman, that's what you're wearing.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to go watch this show.
that's part one. Like, is that they're wearing like this kind of old school.
Did they ask
sexist clothing.
consent?
Yeah, they've agreed to that. But what
So
they
then
did
what's the problem?
is the two fucking clowns making these dad jokes from the 50s.
Oh, but they always change though. The clowns, they change every year, but they're
Yeah, but
always shit.
but they're always like reacting to the women, going, "Oh, oh, oh."
Oh, but okay.
It's like it's really bad.
There's a part of me that's nostalgic innocence where it's just clowns being clowns.
Yeah,
No,
But
but also-
I miss a clown.
I mean,
no, actually, that sounded wrong. I don't miss a clown ever. It's not a thing.
clowns
When I
are
was
done
wrong with
when I was a
jokes.
child, there was a lot of these stumbling lunatics. The clowns that have shoes that are too big and then stumble over them and that sort of stuff.
That's
Yeah,
me
yeah.
on a Friday night.
Yeah, and then they just turn out to be classic pedophiles.
Oh, no.
But
That's not me.
it's I think clown stuff is always weird, and circus is fucking weird. I had a buddy when I did military service. He became a truck driver for the circus.
Okay. That's
So okay, get this. So we're like 1920. We get our licenses. We leave the army and we're looking for work. He gets hired by the circus. I think we were still at the army base when he got the job. And he was like, yeah, this is going to be so much fun. We were all so jealous. 3 months later, I meet him. And he's been working for the circus constantly. And he's like, okay, two things. It's a fucking dream and a nightmare at the same time.
Yeah,
I've never fucked more Russians.
Nice.
But also,
including little people.
I don't really want to know where he put his stick in. But it was, for him, it was a wild ride.
But
But
a team of little people.
a gaggle. A gaggle.
It's just a little orgy. It's not a full orgy, it's half an orgy.
At what point?
Is this offensive? I don't know.
Well,
you have like MFF or like the one man, two women. But at what point? How many little people do you need to make up?
Hold on.
no, that's
Hold
when
on, hold
you
on, hold
use
on.
small F's.
Okay.
Do you know what's offensive? Dude. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Do you know what? Oh Jesus!
Why do they always
This is
have
the last episode of the
capital M?
XYZ ever.
No, this is an interesting thing.
No, Harry, stop.
It is
Stop, Harry.
It is consistency on porn sites. They always put the M and the F as capitals. That is an interesting observation.
Do you know what I consider
Okay, go.
you guys little people as well? Okay.
Okay, go.
I'm so sorry.
This actually feels like this time it feels like we might even be comedians. Like,
Wow.
okay, go ahead, Dean.
Yeah.
Dean.
No, I just want to say you guys are little people for me.
Okay, tell me.
Sorry, your mums. Eh? I just wanted to be offensive to us for a change.
That's all right.
What?
But also my buddy was so exhausted after 3 months at the circus doing this whole spiel that after numerous STDs he decided
The Russian STDs.
he decided that it's probably better to leave. So yep, the dream came to a pussy end.
That's actually, yeah, with all the animals around. That's like, you gotta watch out that you're not creating AIDS or something. like it jumps from monkey to man in the circus.
The genocide was in
You don't get tiger blood by fucking a tiger in the pussy, you know. It's a Charlie Sheen reference.
But what,
he was driving one of those trucks with like a massive lion, and he was in the lion as well. So
That's the king of the pussy. That's what I call it. Wow. It's definitely the end of the year for us.
oh man.
yeah. Should we take a quick break? I need to smoke cigarettes.
Yes.
No, we're not taking breaks.
Yes.
No break. Why are you such a dictator?
We only
today?
got
You
20
your
minutes
call
left.
in. You got your call. Okay.
At a point, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's
It's
edit.
the end of the season. We can do whatever.
All right. How do I add?
No, let's do it. So let's finish
Let's
this
just-
up, Harry. Is that
Yeah.
cool?
All right.
We
I'll
got
add-
20
I'm
minutes
just gonna
before
clap for no reason.
before Christian's.
All right,
Cool.
so you know, like Christmas is for some people a hard time of year. It used to be apparently the interesting place to go in Zurich at Christmas is Starbucks, because there you meet all the introverts that kind of want to be with people but don't really. So
I thought that was all year round.
but especially between Christmas and New Year, it's only it's not like the day-to-day.
Were they
festival.
attracted by the cinnamon spiced latte?
They're there
The
with
basic bitches who don't
with a
celebrate.
stack
Christmas.
of their cinnamon spice, their green tea frappuccinos, and whatever else they're
spice.
drinking
Not coffee.
on their laptops, like working on their environmental startups that are based in Mexico, but whatever they're
using
doing,
non-sustainable cups. You know?
Exactly.
All the development is done in India.
and posting on Instagram about how
Not Italy.
they're proud to have this opportunity to save the planet while the beans,
Sipping
yeah,
sipping
while,
lattes.
while sipping human suffering.
Oh man.
Okay, and,
Yeah.
and there's a point to the story, or
Well,
Sipping human what did you say?
suffering.
Sipping
Sipping
human
human
suffering.
suffering while having
So
a
what-
little bit of an ejaculi
So
in the Starbucks bathroom.
so
That's poetry right there.
what advice do you have? You're having a rough Christmas. You've spent a lot of time with the same people in the home office, and now you got to spend the whole 2 fucking weeks with them, just pretending that it's Christmas. There's a change. How are you going to not kill them? How are you going to? What things do you advise?
What I've done this Christmas, I've chosen a different religion. I mean, fuck Christmas in general. A friend of mine, Miriam from the podcast, she's celebrating Hanukkah. I've decided to jump ship from one Jewish guy to another, who are all circumcised apparently, and I'm going to be celebrating Hanukkah.
So you're going to get circumcised, is this what you're
Hasn't-
telling us?
No. I'm jumping.
Didn't
from-
Hanukkah already happen? Well, I don't know.
I think it is happening, but whatever. Regardless, we're doing a Hanukkah dinner, end of the year dinner thing.
Hanukkah is fun.
Yeah,
I've-
no doubt. It's
I've done
better
it
than me
before.
masturbating at home to
What-
lesbians wearing Father Christmas hats.
What stuff do you do on Hanukkah? Like,
You light candles and eat a lot of food.
And,
Okay.
It's pretty much exactly the same.
say a
Okay.
prayer. Say a prayer as well.
I wanted
Yeah,
at least like wooden things being rattled.
You do sacrifice.
No, you sacrifice a child, and you smear the blood over your door.
No, you cut his foreskin off and put it on your forehead in the shape of a cross.
and then play it like some kind of.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ was Jewish. Ding, 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 ding.
Bow, bow, bow.
He was really a little Jew boy. Ding, ding, ding. When he split the Red Sea, it just meant that he fucked his mother.
He really was.
Too much.
Did we talk about this? I did a bit last year. I did a bit last year about the Christmas story. I did some research. So when Mary and Joseph got their pregnancy test, she was 14 and he was 16. So
none of it's real, Christian. None of it's real.
No, that's what some diligent Catholics figured out.
None of it's real.
And it's just, I just love how every single story around the Bible that the Catholics are obsessed about end up in some form of sex. It's always about like, she didn't fuck. She was also a minor, you fucking idiot. It's like,
So it's a cover story, basically. That was the first. So
yeah, it was basically
Jesus
the first priest was probably the Holy Ghost, but that kind of banged Mary.
is real name Joseph.
Spirito Santi.
So my Christmas tip, if you're gonna have a tough one, is it's kind of like this: is that find something to get upset about. Okay, just whatever it is, like just
That's not very difficult for you. You're middle-aged, you're a man, and you're white. So
Yeah,
you're
you-
mostly annoyed with most
Them
things.
Exactly.
lesbians getting married and divorced. God damn it.
or get upset about the middle-aged white males like me. I don't know. Just take whatever it is, make it into a thing that you believe in, and terrorize your family this Christmas. Make them just ruin Christmas. Make them miserable. To remind them again and again of why they don't take something seriously and how they are oppressors and all this kind of stuff. And that shit will keep you going through Christmas. You'll see the suffering you inflict on your family.
You live off spite, don't you?
Yeah.
Spite can propel you through the times of no love
Yeah.
and happiness.
I mean, my favorite thing, and that's probably quite obvious and bland. I mean, there is a lot of booze around in this period.
Yeah.
And it's totally fine to be the guy that's a little bit too
man.
hammered, that has to go to sleep before dessert. It's totally fine.
And then when you get to New Year's Eve, you can just put on some lipstick and kiss yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Harry's a cross-dresser.
Yeah, but even if you haven't tried it before, that would be
Cross-dressing, it's great.
It's been a while since I cross-dressed.
I'm going to be sincere for a bit, even though it's fucking hard for us to do in general. You know what? Maybe think about giving back for a second. It's Christmas time. Some people hate this time of year just because we're not loved or we got nowhere else to go. Like, maybe just reach out to somebody who doesn't have anywhere to go or do anything. Make a good time with them. Have a dinner. Fucking go for coffee or something.
That's surprisingly profound and incredibly real.
Yeah.
How
And,
how do we profile that person?
yeah, then you can just kill him and bury him in the backyard.
Is it that person? Like, is it someone?
Take
you
them to the
work
cabin where
with,
they're
or-
murdering.
Yeah,
No.
no,
Yeah, it could be someone that you work with.
It could be anyone. Like, it's usually people who are like, no, I've got plans for Christmas. And then you're like, what are your plans? They go, I don't know. I'll just figure something out. Those are the people. Like Jason.
Oh, wait. I've got no way how you can do this, right? So you take WhatsApp, you scroll 3 or 4 times without looking, and then just hit that message, whoever that is,
Your ex-wife that you were texting whilst you were drunk.
whatever it might be, and then you say, hey, how are you doing this Christmas? You know, are you okay? Can I...
Yeah. Because the true spirit of Christmas is
And
not
then-
buying and giving. It's just giving.
And then you sing a little Christmas carol and just record it on WhatsApp.
Rudolph. The
You know-
Red-Nosed
So-
Cocaine
No,
Daddy.
Dean, you're onto something though, because what happens a lot, because it's so competitive, that's what it is. Christmas is socializing competition. It's basically like who has the family that still look at each other's eyes, into each other's eyes, even though they hate each other's guts.
Yeah.
And then you have the people that are single or at home or whatever, and they don't have anywhere to go, and they feel there is a competitiveness of like, no, but one day you will have a partner, and then you will go and see their family. Go fuck yourself.
I think at the end of the day, like Christmas time, I'm sure for all of us,
it's hard.
Family
it's tough.
time. It means family.
Yeah,
and not
But I
everyone
think-
gets to see them.
I think like a fake Christmas family is like a fake orgasm.
No, it's not. Harry.
No, actually, that's where I fully disagree with you, because
Like-
family, it doesn't necessarily mean blood. I consider you fuckwits family enough.
That could have been funny if it wasn't so real for me.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
It's
Well, we have exchanged a lot of hot air over the last 30 episodes, so it's like it's probably some blood, a
So-
particle of blood. At least.
well, everyone that's studying viruses is appalled now. So, but I think it's you can choose your family very much, and if you're traveling, if you're elsewhere, if you're abroad, if you're away from home, or what you consider as home, that's probably the moment to reach out and see if there's other people like you, and kind of like get in touch.
Yeah, you don't have to be alone on Christmas if you are worried about it. Even if you're sitting there thinking, "Fuck Christmas," that thought there is enough for you to be like, maybe I should just hang out with someone who's like me.
Yeah.
Because I sit back and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Christmas. But then
Get baked, have a good time.
exactly,
Yeah, it's
the
true.
thought of Christmas, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? That thought.
The the XYZ podcast does not condone the use of drugs.
But
I do.
Exactly. Form a meaningful connection for the first time to someone, and then regret that you ever did that for the rest of 2021. But that moment at Christmas where you actually felt something for that person will be beautiful. After that, they'll kind of stalk you on social media.
Before we end this, I wanted to bring something in that's a very Germanic tradition between Christmas and New Year's, and I'm not sure if Dean knows about this just yet. Harry, you might. There is a great movie out. It's the most watched or most televised movie in the German area, also in the Nordics, and it's called Dinner for One.
Oh, yeah.
Dean, do you know what I'm talking about?
I've heard about this.
Okay, so
Oh, you should definitely see this year.
it's a movie that was made in the 1960s. It's a 12-minute sketch, and it's an old English upper crust lady that celebrates her
Harry?
97th birthday. Like, she's like incredibly old, doesn't matter. And she has this manservant, and she celebrates this birthday every year with 4 of her best friends. Yeah.
What are you doing, Dean?
Sorry, carry.
So it's a ridiculous situation where the manservant basically has to drink on behalf of everyone that sits
Christian,
around the table.
don't give away any spoilers.
I'm not giving away any spoilers because it's going to be fucking hilarious. You have to watch it.
Okay.
You'll like it. Actually, and it was bizarre about it coming from the English-speaking world. In England, we don't know about this.
It was televised in England once.
Yeah.
And in Switzerland, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, it's shown every year since 1965.
How do you know this shit? How do you collect? He's like a walking Wikipedia.
He is, right? This is why he's done that other podcast.
He's like Jimmy Whale, and someone had a bastard child.
Whenever I speak to Christian, I'm like,
the problem is I know stuff, but then the accuracy of the information might sometimes be doubtful.
as long as nobody checks, we're fine.
So you're like Wikipedia a bad edit, like
Yeah. It's just like someone fucked it up, and then it's just like
The CIA.
The footnotes are a bit off.
The CIA quickly jumped in to replace. Yeah.
No, but give this a go because it's one of my guilty pleasures.
If not,
between
It is a good. Yeah.
If not, just buy somebody Cyberpunk 2027 or 2077.
oh yeah, man.
And get
Now
lost in
everyone
another
gets
world.
horny a little bit again.
Can I give a quick reveal? Someone here is getting it.
Oh, wow.
In fact, it's waiting.
In fact, it's Harry.
It's me. It's my gift to myself. I've been watching some of the videos on YouTube of this. I've been ruining it for myself. You know what? Actually, funny. There was a Korean reaction video. This Korean guy, and he accidentally clicked on the male hooker. So have you watched it yet?
I have not. No.
Okay, so there is prostitution in Cyberpunk 2077, and it's
sex work, Harry.
And you can choose a gay or a straight experience, or a male or a female experience. They don't have transgender, weirdly.
I think virtual reality doesn't really matter.
But anyway, so you basically like click on this dude, or you just interact with him, and then there's a cut scene of you and him having sex. And this Korean guy, he didn't know what he was doing, and he's live streaming, and he accidentally, he's totally freaking out, like, no,
oh no.
And I didn't understand a word he's saying, but the yeah. So that is Dean's given the best tip. If you're a guy listening to this podcast, go and get yourself Cyberpunk 2077. That will ride you through dealing with your family over Christmas.
That's my plan. Except I got a PS4. I need to get the PS5.
What is the female equivalent of that? Because
of what?
I mean, there are some girl gamers, but
no, girls should
gamers.
Gamers, Harry.
Oh, don't give me that shit.
No, it's true. It's 2020, buddy.
It's
2020. It's 2077. Yeah.
2077. And whatever, Jen. All right, what about, but for those ladies that are not into gaming?
Or the new vibrator 2077.
Oh, yes, the Violator 2027.
Be careful if you're a lesbian, you might get divorced.
Violator.
You got it. Isn't it?
The Violator.
It's called the Woman. Okay. And, let's...
Hold up.
All right, guys. Have a very fantastic Christmas.
One last thing. Thank you guys for the great year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm sure we're going to see each other.
Stay safe.
It's been a really good...
Make a
really
snowman.
Thank you.
Do sensible Christmas things. And
snowman means very different
things. See you
things
next year.
Into whatever kind of snowman you're making in 2021.